From the same studio that brought you hit films like Despicable Me and Minions comes another joyful film that's sure to get the entire audience on their feet. Sing hit theaters in 2016, and after 5 long years of waiting, the movie sequel's finally here. Here we love a movie with good plot. We all know we also love a movie with plenty of noticeable and relatable references. The inclusion of singing animals and the use of popular songs taken directly from Spotify make it clear that Sing 2 is intended first and primarily for the younger generation. The animation, the colorful aesthetic, and the light storyline prove itself to be a family-friendly movie. However, this doesn't rule out the possibility of finding something enjoyable for the adults in the audience. Along with the attention-grabbing scenes for children, there are also lots of puns, inside jokes, Easter eggs, and hidden references that the adults in the audience are likely to get. So, if you're looking for something to keep an eye out for when you take your kids to watch Sing 2, you're in luck, because we'll be spilling everything in today's video. But before anything else, make sure first to hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell first if you haven't done so yet. So, now, let's begin. Sing 2 is an animated sequel to follow up the Universal Pictures film Sing, which tells the narrative of Buster Moon, voiced by Matthew McConaughey, a koala who has ambitions beyond his small town's theater group. Having decided that he wants to be successful in Redshore City, he and his troupe of artists set out to land an audition in front of the man who has the power to make their wildest dreams come true. However, it's only after Buster falsely claims to know iconic rock musician Clay Calloway that they're given a crack at the big time. Clay and his crew will have to scramble to put on the show of the century, and they'll need to do so quickly. Here are some of the most enjoyable Easter egg moments during the film. The opening number is an homage to Alice in Wonderland. Before Buster and his friends can make it big in the entertainment industry, they must first impress Suki, a talent scout voiced by Chelsea Peretti. The classic tale of Alice in Wonderland, full of wonder and whimsy, serves as a springboard for them to achieve their goal of being more creative. The initial performance of Alice contains all of the telltale clues that is a tribute to Lewis Carroll's work, from Mina's attire, played by Tori Kelly, to the fact that Rosita, Reese Witherspoon, is dressed up as the Cheshire Cat. Johnny, played by Taron Egerton, even dons a fashionable hat in order to pull off a diabolical Mad Hatter costume. Top it all off, if you look closely, you'll notice that the show's title is Alice in Wonderland on the marquee outside the theater. Given the large number of animals that appear in this film, we're a little surprised that the show didn't have a more witty title like Alice in Wonderland. I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, doesn't Disney control the rights to Alice in Wonderland? Despite the fact that Disney's version is the most well-known adaptation, the original narrative, according to Legal Current, is in the public domain. This legal possession permits anyone in any studio to adopt portions of Carroll's story into their own works, which means Universal and Illumination are safe from legal repercussions. Redshore City is a stand-in for Las Vegas. California appears to be a bustling metropolis, but it's a drop in the bucket when compared to what Buster has in store for his friends and family. He believes that they have what it takes to make it in a large city, which is in the context of Sing 2, and it's taking a bus to Redshore City to do so. The fact that Redshore City is designed to function as a stand-in for Las Vegas in our reality rapidly becomes evident. Of course, as soon as you get a peek at the new scenery. The skyline of Redshore City has a remarkable resemblance to the skyline of Nevada's most famous destination. All types of Easter eggs related to Sin City will be hidden throughout the film for adult audiences to discover. Everyone and everything from the auditoriums where the gang performs out of this world to the large screen outside projections of commercials is certain to appear familiar if you've ever visited the real-life location where the show is based. Even the smallest things are taken into consideration, particularly when it comes to Nushi, a lynx who works as a street dancer, dancing for the delight and money of passerbyers. Naturally, some of the more adult characteristics of Las Vegas aren't included in this picture. Yes, that's Eric Andre as Darius. Many of the actors in Sing 2 have extensive experience working on television shows and movies, which helps to bring the colorful characters to life in the film. Scarlett Johansson plays the role of Ash, a teenage punk porcupine, and Nick Offerman is excellent as Rosita's husband, Norman. However, there is one newcomer to the Sing 2 cast who's likely only familiar to adults, a certain Mr. Sing. After all, it would be unusual if any parents out there allowed their children to watch The Eric Andre Show on Adult Swim, wouldn't it? As Darius, a self-obsessed yak who shines opposite Mina during their major romantic musical performance, Eric Andre makes his first appearance in the Sing franchise. While he's best recognized for his roles in adult-oriented films such as the Netflix original Bad Trip in 2021, this isn't his first time voicing a character in a children's animated picture. In 2019's version of The Lion King, directed by Jon Favreau, he provides the voice for one of the three hyenas. It's possible that this is the first time people will perceive Andre in a more family-friendly light, but don't put your hopes in it. Some surprise names in the end credits. Sing 2 has gathered an impressive group of outstanding actors to bring its characters to life. Because there's so many major names in this film, it's okay if you missed a few of them over the course of the film. However, if you stick around through the credits, you'll see a handful of prominent names who you may not have recognized were in it at the time. You'll discover a long list of people listed under the Additional Voices section of the credits. It's easy to get lost in the shuffle, but if you look closely enough, you'll notice that two well-known Hollywood directors are included, namely Edgar Wright from Shaun of the Dead, Last Night in Soho, and The Royal Tenenbaums, and Wes Anderson from The Royal Tenenbaums, The French Dispute, among others. Interestingly enough, as Collider reported in October 2016, just 2 months before the premiere of the first Sing film, they are in fact repurposing voiceover artists from the previous film. The actors appear to be reprising their roles, however, it's unclear who exactly they played in the film. All you have to do now is rewatch Sing 2 to see if you can pick up on their voices this time around. For Sing fans out there who haven't watched the movie yet, here are some of the factors that may make you a lot more excited to start. There's original music again this time. Of course, the core of a Sing movie is the music. That's no different this time around, and director Garth Jennings teases that there will be more of a dance flavor to the tunes in the sequel. He also says that there will be more original songs, following up Stevie Wonder and Ariana Grande's Faith from the first film. Bono is in it. The Leonine rocker in Sing 2, voiced by none other than Bono. The U2 frontman is taking on his most substantial movie role to date. He plays this big, old lion called Clay Calloway, who was a legendary rocker star, but has been a recluse for 15 years, ever since his wife died, Jennings reveals. Does this hint at a new U2 single? The rest of the cast isn't too shabby either. The returning cast of Sing is already an A-list, with Matthew McConaughey, Scarlett Johansson, Tori Kelly, and Reese Witherspoon, all among the ensemble alongside Edgerton. But they haven't decided to bank those names and sit back, with a whole new selection of new famous faces who lent their voices to roles in Sing 2. Well, that's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and smash that notification bell for more episodes.